Hey guys, I'm Morthadon, and we are back for My Hero Academia Vigilantes. Season 1, Episode 8. So, last time, I do apologize for the last video. I will say there were moments where I kind of spaced out and didn't pay attention as well. I had a migraine that came on after, like, the first few minutes of the episode, and then I was, like, trying to fight it through the whole episode, which, you know, kind of it made it so some of the longer ranty scenes, like I think a lot of the information in the last episode is really important, with like the founding of Heroes over in like Rhode Island, like, and all that, and like the controversy between heroes and villains and vigilantes and all that. I feel like it was a really important episode, and I feel like I didn't follow it to the degree that the show would have wanted me to. I wanted to rewatch it before I watched this episode, but I didn't get a chance to. But I do plan on going back on my own time and rewatching the episode again and really trying to like pay attention to what they were saying in those scenes, so that way I can have that in my mind and make sure I didn't miss anything. Like, don't get me wrong, I was reading, but I think some of it, like, there might have been some bigger points in there that I kind of let wash over me, if that makes sense. But yeah. So we did learn that new character, Makoto, she's got a polygraph ability. She is the sister of Tsukiyuchi, and she seemed to have she came to a very good conclusion that Koichi is the crawler, but when she polygraphed him, she said crawler, and he identifies as crawler. So it didn't come up on the polygraph. So I wonder what she's gonna do now. Is she gonna keep showing up, or I mean, I imagine that character's not just done, right? So, let's see what this episode has for us. We're gonna start here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, now. Excuse me. Convenience store robber. It feels like he's going faster than he used to be able to go. Maybe I'm wrong. Oh, shit! Long leg. Oh, shit. Who was that? Oh, some random hero saved him. Wow. Yo, this guy's just carrying the motorcycle and the guy. What a beast! They just threw the guy! And his bike. Captain Celebrity. Okay. Yeah. It is kind of rude to sign something. Damn! Savage. Going against my boy All Might. At least he didn't, like, take him in for vigilanteing. Also, how is he keeping his secret identity when he just takes off his hood, doesn't wear his glasses, and... and also he used to domestically use his quirk just to travel to school and everything. But I guess in a world where everyone has quirks, I bet there's a level of, like, disassociation that you do when you see people using their quirks, you know? It's like when you see someone on their phone, you don't pay attention to what kind of phone they have, you see they're on their phone and you just don't care anymore because you've seen a million people on their phones, right? So maybe it's something akin to that where, like, even if Makoto asked around and was like, hey, have you ever seen someone using the crawler's quirk but not being in the crawler's outfit, you know? They might just not remember that they saw Koichi, right? Freaking Captain Celebrity, though. Makoto is a very beautiful gal, I will say that. The Sukiuchi family has good genes. Hmm. Just flight, okay. Oh wow, he's fast. Christopher Skyline? Is that what that said? Damn. It's frickin' Homelander. Oh jeez, I guess I get it. Damn. How's he ranked in the top 10 still? There's so much bad... Oh, he's wiping it off. Well, it's so shitty just to be, like, someone without a powerful quirk. Is this Godzilla? What's happening? We've seen Godzilla in the movie. Did he turn bad? Oh my god, it pretty much is. What the fuck? It's just Godzilla. Okay, Captain Celebrity is definitely gonna come for this one, right? Yeah, of course he... So many gigantification quirks. This girl is a menace. So does he just look like a normal guy when he's not transform? Like, does he transform? Or is he just normally a smaller... Or is it a pet? Oh, wow. He's one of these. That's so bad. That's fucked up. Wow. I got a bad vibe from this guy, but I didn't want to hate him just because he made a negative comment to All Might. But this guy is the worst. Oh my god. I almost hope Godzilla over here is stronger. But I don't think he is. Uh-oh. Oh, shit! Is it gonna be a pet? Yeah. Aww. Yeah, let's go, Masahiko. They're gonna get saved again by him. He did, didn't he? Man, I'd be happy I'm alive, but I'd be hate to be saved by that guy. Oh my god, and he signed it again! I hate this guy. Are they also handing out food? It's kinda nice of them. No. At least he gave him a little bit of credit. Oh boy, or the... God damn it. Oh, man. Hmm. What are we doing? This isn't Koichi's home, is it? Hmm. Of course he's gonna show up again. Can he not carry both of them? I feel like he could just carry both of them. Did Koichi take the big guy? He wants to save the lady because it looks... He wants to carry the girl. Oh my god, I fucking hate this guy so much. No. Oh shit. God damn it. I hate that he's so good. Oh my god, like asking for pictures. You're not in it for the glory though, Koichi. That's why you're a vigilante. But I understand your frustration. For sure. I feel like in a story like this, a character like this gets his comeuppance, though. He has a fucking cheerleader squad. He's just... Oh, interesting. I feel like she's doing it for a reason. She's gotta be doing it for, like, a scoop or something, right? Hmm. I hope she exposes some shit about this guy. Man, she goes to college, she is doing all kinds of shit. Has time to do this job, has time to... Hmm. I don't get any kind of, like... She's going along with what he says. The soaring stallion, oh my god. I don't feel like there's any attraction from Makoto, though. Huh. Are they still married? They're following her. Just play it off. Does he realize he's Cruller? A business meeting. Hmm. He's gonna ignore it for the date. Huh. I wonder if this will be used against him by her, or she's getting the gist of what he's like. Yeah, see, like, if she was really into him... Oh, shit. His wife. I love the English. Nice. Oh, shit. What are you? Something eco-friendly. What the fuck? I can't take a bank robbery seriously with that being the villain. No girls right now. Oh, he's gonna carry a boy. I mean, I guess he has before. He saved when he needs to. Hmm. What? 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 What is happening? He's not about this. What the heck? That's where it ends? Alright. Aw. I don't know why. Did I just never pay attention to, like, the young Koichi with the All Might doll? Action figure? Probably disrespectful calling it a doll. Oh, man. Well, that was an interesting episode. I hate Captain Celebrity. But his powers are strong. Like, he's not just flight. Well, I mean, he might just be flight. My curiosity is, if he was standing on the ground, could he lift something from the ground up into the air, right? Or is it kind of like a deadlift where he can, like, hold it, but he can't, like, lift it, but the propulsion from flying can allow him to lift? No, he was punching pretty hard. And it didn't seem like he was really flying at them at, like, super speed to give it, like, a strong punch. I think he's just physically strong. Oh, after credits. Uh-oh. Oh, okay. What? Oh, no. What is she gonna think about where he stays? It's like a broken down building. Well, yeah, she was right. Vigilantism is a crime, so... Oh, no. He's gonna want to go to Makoto. No. Don't hurt yourself because you're flustered. There's a long after credits. Man. For guess. He even put a for guest tag on his beer. Oh no. Oh no, this is preview. That is it, guys, for episode 8. Alright, man. Interesting. So I wonder if it will be Makoto or if it will be... I saw a little bit of the preview of Pop Step in like an adorable outfit, but I guess that doesn't mean anything. It doesn't, just because she's an adorable outfit, she's in every episode, so it's not like I'm gonna be like, oh no, she has to be it because we saw her in the preview, you know? That's what I thought. I thought it was like they're gonna, because Makoto is still a high school student, right? So technically, I don't think she's like, I think she's underage for him, right? So I feel like, unless they try to lie about her age, I guess. But usually anime characters are really good about, like, telling, like, sometimes, like, I have a hard time telling age, right? Like, I feel like Makoto looks like she could be, like, 30, but she's in college, so she might only be, like, 19 for all we know. I guess she's an upperclassman, which means she's at least a year older than Koichi. So, well, I guess it also depends on when you start college, too, because you don't have to start right out of high school. But anyway, you know, like, sometimes ages in anime is hard for the audience to tell, but usually characters in the show can identify it right away, which means if the mother sees Pop Step, she'll probably be, like, immediately recognized, but I feel like, no offense to Pop Step, I feel like Makoto puts a better demeanor on that would work better for, like, a stuck-up parent, you know? So, we'll have to see. But I expected it this episode, like, as soon as she said, like, oh, I told her I have a girlfriend, and then, like, we had Pop Step get all flustered, right? Because obviously she was thinking, like, oh no, am I gonna have to pretend to be that? And obviously we know it seems like she has a bit of feelings for him, so, but I thought right after that flustered moment from Pop Step, he was gonna be like, I need to give Makoto a call, or something, right? Like, I thought it was gonna be something like that, but it didn't end up going that way, so, it just makes me wonder if it will in the next episode, or will we just not even touch on that? And then obviously, Pop Step would have got, like, really jealous and said, like, you know, why didn't you ask me, and stuff like that, and all that, but yeah. We'll have to see. Really, like, crazy long after credit scene just to introduce that, but anyway, despite all of that, we had Captain Celebrity, who has a bunch of scandals and stuff, lawsuits and things going on over in the US, so he decided to come over here for a fresh start, and he's just letting, I don't know if anyone really got hurt or not by waiting, but he waited for the villain until the police formally requested him, and then also the news reporters were in place so they could catch it on camera, because all he cares about is his image. Also, like, trying his best not to carry dudes just because he'd rather carry chicks and he thinks it looks better for his publicity, you know? It's, man, I mean, he's obviously written to be a unlikable character. I can't imagine there's too many people. I'm not going to say there's no one, because I bet you anything there's some people out there that'd be like, oh yeah, look at this guy, what a badass, you know, like, going in and getting all the fame and the women and everything. And it's like, I bet there's some people that would be for that kind of thing. So I don't want to say no one, but I feel like majority of people, it's meant to be an unlikable character, which makes it all the more sweeter when we get towards the end of the episode, when he's taking out Makoto and everyone's like, ah, she's so pretty, she needs someone better than him and stuff like that. But I pretty much knew it was going to be something from the start, because the way that she looked at him, like, there wasn't a single blushing moment, there wasn't a single, like, stutter in her voice when she was talking. it was just completely like calm and composed the whole time, and whereas every other girl that even he just carried or even got near were like blushing and freaking out, right? So because of that, I figured there was no chance we were gonna run into a situation where what's it called? No chance we were gonna run into a situation where she was into him, right? So, but I'm glad it went that way because I mean, I know you could say like, oh, like girls are into like the bad boys and stuff, but it's like so frustrating when that's like portrayed in media when it's like so clear that this guy's a douchebag, right? But so I'm glad she wasn't caught by it. I'm a little disappointed with all the other women, but they also only see the surface level. You know, they probably haven't seen all this background stuff of him just manipulating all this, and I wonder how they'd feel if they knew he was getting um uh like letting people get hurt so that way he could wait for news reporters to get in position, right? People might think differently, especially if you're the one in this position of almost getting hurt. So I felt bad for Koichi having to be saved by him several times too. Like that sucks. I'd hate to be saved by someone that hates me. Like, don't get me wrong, I'd be grateful that I was being saved, but or I guess someone that I hate, not someone that hates me. But you know, being saved by someone like you can't stand. Oh, no, thank you. Nope, nope, nope. It feels so shitty. But his power is crazy though. Like strong enough to lift up like a cruise liner and everything. Like that was why, or a cruise ship. A cruise liner might be a plane, right? Where it's a cruise ship is what he actually picked up. Anyway, yeah, it's pretty impressive, I will say. So, but you know, I didn't like him from the second he talked shit about my boy All Might. So that was the straw that made me not like him. But I tried to give him a chance. I tried not to talk any shit until he showed his true colors, and I was like, okay, yeah, like the vibe I was getting, and he mocked All Might. It's done. But anyway, so is Christopher Skyline his name, or is that like a second alias he goes by? I don't know, because he goes by Captain Celebrity, but then they also called him Christopher Skyline. So I don't know if that's just his like real life name, and then his hero name is Captain Celebrity. But it's also really interesting. I mean, I guess he's just so famous that people know or whatnot. But it seems like they come up with hero names. I guess in this world, a lot of the times the hero name is like a brand that you can like monetize off of, and people know you by, right? More than a secret identity. I'm sure some people do use it as a secret identity, but I think it's more so for the popularity side of things. So I guess that makes sense that some heroes just don't care if their name's out there. But I'm surprised more people don't know about like the lawsuits and the scandals. It seems like no one really cares, but he did come to a different country. So maybe, I mean, I guess I don't really know of any scandals or anything that's happening in Japan, right? Off the top of my head, I can't think of a single one. So I guess it would make sense that if someone like that came over and they were just doing cool shit, I'd probably think they were pretty cool until maybe if I looked into them more and learned about the scandals. But okay, I guess that makes sense. I was gonna say, like, I can't believe they just don't know, but we gotta realize, like, our TV and, like, so much of the cultures are separated, right? Like, you don't see much content that's coming out of Japan, right? In the US and stuff like that. So unless they were like a worldwide known, like, you know, K-pop that's even extremely popular in the States or something, and one of them had some kind of scandal, then we probably would hear about it. But anyway, yeah, very cool stuff. That was a good episode. Very interesting the route we've taken with the last few episodes. Like, we had the whole craziness with Stain, and then it was just kind of like we had like school episode of learning kind of vigilante stuff from the last episode and introducing Mikoto and everything. And then this episode where we had a lot of like actiony things happening, but a lot of it was just following around this guy and what he's doing here and seeing his interactions with Koichi. I wonder what kind of part he's gonna play because I feel like he's still not like he's still here, he's still in the story, although we don't hear about him at all in MHA, which makes me feel like he's gone by that timeline, right? So I wonder what happens to him. And I wonder if we'll see that here. Will we see some kind of scandal or downfall here in Japan and then he just goes back to America or what? Because if he's good enough to get into like the top heroes of America, I feel like he would have like if he was still here, he would have been in the top heroes in the original MHA story, you know. So that's kind of like I think I was told that this is a different author than who wrote MHA, which means it's really interesting that Stain's reveal was in this too. I wonder if he collaborated or they, I don't know gender, but if they collaborated at all with the MHA writer and like the MHA writer wrote like that's okay because they're gonna get into some real discrepancies if we get into like the final season of My Hero and they decide to give us more of a backstory on Stain because Stain is still roaming around in the MHA world. So like I just wonder if they collaborated on that or if now that this is made I know it was a manga first, but or whatever media, manga, light novel, whatever it was. But I just wonder if they're gonna like keep this continuity within the animes. I don't know. Anyways, guys, I think that's gonna be it for me. Hit that subscribe button if you enjoyed. Check out my Patreon if you want to see more. Links in the description below should be popping up on the screen. You can get 2 episodes ahead of time through the early access tier. Check it out, and I will see you guys in my future reactions. Bye bye.